Welcome back, everyone. Modern Dynasty episode 7 is out, so let's break it down. There's a whole bunch of things going on here, so I'll explain what happens and tell you all how I feel about the series so far. I'll be doing videos for all of the episodes, so be sure to subscribe to catch all of them. We'll start right at the beginning of the episode and go through each key moment, so let's go. Alright, so last episode ends with Sammy telling Marco to get in the car because they're going back to Maka. So this episode starts off with them returning home, but to a slew of reporters. Of course, this is because the news just broke of Mandy coming out with her press conference, but Sammy treats it very elegantly, as she usually does with all these situations. She tells them that she'll make an announcement later on, and that's all. Sammy then announces to the family that she is indeed pregnant and that she'll be staying within the family. Chloe was so bitter the whole time, and then with one fake smile, moved over to congratulate Sammy. Like I said last time, what a sneaky snake she is. So even though Sammy is back at Maka, she is very sad and depressed about the whole situation. And not only that, her best friend, quote unquote best friend, Chloe, has entangled her in a web of her lies. So much so that Sammy said that actually the only person she trusts at Maka is Chloe. I am not looking forward to what is going to happen with their relationship. I think it's going to be very fiery when Sammy realizes what Chloe has done to her behind her back. So as we learned last episode, Joe decided to give 2% of his stake in the company to Sammy, and throughout this whole negotiation process, Sammy is debating whether or not she wants to sign the agreement on the handover of shares. At this point, she's essentially saying that if she signs and she takes and receives that 2% stake, she is no longer in a loving relationship. It's just a mere exchange in services. She doesn't know if she can ever forgive Joe, but she needs to sign off on this 2% takeover to ensure the future of her baby. After they decide on this, Sammy and Maka make their press conference, and she handles it with poise, as she usually does. Oh my, so Maka Lai Lai gave Sammy a bunch of pearl beads and is telling both wife 1 and 3, so Chloe, to look after her and take care of Sammy. This, of course, pisses off the other two so much. Just look at Chloe's face. You don't even need to see the rest of her facial expression. Just look at that cut eye. That cut eye, I can feel it. Holy. Alright, so more on family possessions. Big Brother bought a Buddha pendant for either Sammy or Chloe just to congratulate them on the children, and was so excited about the deal when telling his wife, who was already agitated. Of course, this is what she does next.
三嫂好咧，
做咩要送俾佢哋啊？
你睇唔到呢玉牌？送子觀音嚟㗎。喂，老婆，我個送子觀音做乜嘢啊？
Alright, so in another twist of events, wife 1 invited Mandy and her daughter Jojo to meet their grandma. And it just made Sammy so mad when she saw her at home. She even went so far as to tell Jojo to call Sammy Daima, which of course makes Sammy think about Joe and Mandy every time she sees this little girl. Later on, Chloe goes to her friend's boxing gym to blow off some steam. She then talks to him about her mom committing suicide after Maka pretty much kicks her to the curb. Sometime after this, Sammy meets up with Mandy to talk about where she'll deport them to. At this point, Mandy pretty much has no other options, like she's gonna get shipped off anyways, so she asks for a monthly yaman for living fees for her and her daughter. Sammy, being the boss that she is, instantly says, deal. Whips out her checkbook, writes down the check for the first 6 months of those living fees, and then just hands it over to her. That face says it all. Yep, just take that check and fly back to Malaysia. Sammy then revisits Joe to tell him that this is what she has decided on. She's going to ship Mandy and her daughter back over to Malaysia. Joe actually has the nerve to say that doing this will piss off the mom. And I'm not talking about Mandy. I'm talking about Maka Lai. When Sammy got back home, it turns out Lai was actually mad that she kicked Jojo and Mandy out of the country. She wants to keep everyone named Ma in the family, and that includes this Jojo daughter. Well, fast forward a little bit, and we've got Maka Lai and both the wife 1 and Chloe, so wife 3, going to this exercise charity where they are going to import and donate a bunch of exercise equipment. But as Lai is demonstrating the exercises on the bike, she begins to look a little bit uncomfortable. She faints and falls off the bike. They assist her back to the back room, and she's here with Chloe at this time. Even though she's sitting back upright, has a little bit of a sip of water, she's actually still having a super hard time with her heart. Oh my goodness, she is actually dying. I think she's gonna have a heart, she's literally having a heart attack right now. So as she's struggling here, she tells Chloe to go to her bag to get her medicine. Holy. So Chloe gets the medicine, she finds it, gets out of the car, and is about to bring it back to Lai. But at this very moment in time, she remembers who the person was who kicked out her mom and her when she was way younger, which led to her mom committing suicide. And guess who that person was? It was Maka Lai. Oh my goodness, Chloe is going to hold out on this medicine and just let her die. And this is the face that we see at the end of the episode. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna find a heart inside of her, or is she just gonna let her die? I think she is going to let her die. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Until then, I'm looking forward to the next episode. This cliffhanger was seriously crazy. Alright, catch you guys all next time. Until then, smash that like button, subscribe, and see you back here on the next video. Peace.